Hey guys, it's Keith Greveness of the Beat Sessions reviewing the incredibly talented Gaz Coombes and his fourth studio solo album, Turn the Car Around, released January 13th, 2023. You might recall Gaz from his band Supergrass. Supergrass formed right down the road from a budding Radiohead in Oxford, England. Britpop, alt rock, some punk sounds. They formed around 1993. In 1994, though, Supergrass released its debut single, Caught by the Fuzz, which was about Gaz getting arrested for possession of cannabis. The band made albums for years with Gaz being joined by his brother Rob, but in 2009, Supergrass signed to record label Cooking Vinyl and began work on their seventh studio album, Release the Drones, which was ironically never released. The band more or less went back to performing in 2019, but they said they would not be making any new music. They did release a live 2020 album, a play on their 2002 Life on Other Planets, called Live on Other Planets. Recently, Gaz and Supergrass collected to play a three-song set for the Taylor Hawkins tribute concert at Wembley Stadium. Gaz announced after that performance, though, that it was the last Supergrass reunion show. Gaz completed his first solo album, Here Come the Bombs, in 2012, and it peaked at 54 on the UK charts. He released Matador in 2015, getting the number 18 spot on the charts. In 2018, Gaz released World's Strongest Man, which hit number 12 on the UK charts. Gaz's fourth studio solo album, released on the label Hot Fruit, as all of his other albums had been, was of course called Turn the Car Around. Let's break it down by track. The first track is called Overnight Trains. This is a somber opener with Gaz on piano and singing, but it slowly develops into a more polyphonous sounding track as the drums come in and the electric guitars and just the energy and Gaz's voice comes up and the song flourishes. It's exciting how Gaz grows songs. He's definitely a songsmith. The second track, Don't Say It's Over, opens with a disco sounding synth. This is a blending of modern soft rock with a more vintage feeling. In this way, it reminds me a bit of the Arctic Monkeys. There are some fuzzy electric guitars that go back and forth with the synth. Lyrically, Gaz is clear and direct. Check out these lyrics. Dream on, what a fool. I had the words. I had it all worked out. But you're like no one. And I feel it in waves until my heart is drowned. It's very, very much a poem. It's very well written. The third track, Feel Loop, and then in parentheses, Lizard Dream, starts with a simple bass hammer on and Gaz's singing paired with a raucous electric guitar. It breaks down into a fun descending guitar riff and some harmonizing vocals that really sound slick. And then everything falls back to the hammer on bass riff with a little more of an ornate sound. Gaz has a great way of taking his most simple sounds and decorating them with instrumental nuance. The fourth track, Long Live the Strange, is a bit of a stomping rock song with harmonizing vocal chorus that accompanies Gaz's solo verse. The song has a sweet breakdown, very lyrically accessible and relatable, and not very cryptic as usual with Gaz. That's his style of writing, soft in metaphor and direct with lyrics. The fifth track, Not the Only Things, opens with an acoustic guitar and Gaz in his upper register. This one is a slow builder. We get more and more percussion and accompanying little sounds until we get a really cool closing outro sound on synth. This sound is very mature and honed. Gaz is a brilliant artist and there's no taking that away from him. I think he's largely overlooked as an incredibly talented musician. Track number 6 is called Turn the Car Around, the album's title track. This one is a lively rock song with upbeat piano and guitars. This is wonderfully British, poppy and fun. Gaz always seems to end his songs vibrantly, and he does so here with a very cool chromatic ascending synthesizer riff. Number 7 is This Love. It's a whimsical, peppy track with some fun stops that makes for a lot of dynamics in an otherwise fairly simple song. Gaz has a way of keeping things interesting. There's always a lot going on, but without feeling too busy. I would describe him as a master decorator of songs. Track number 8 is called Sonny the Strong, and it opens with just Gaz on the piano, and it's very mellow at this point. But then the track eventually sprouts leaves and grows into a really moving sound. Sonny the Strong appears to be a mythical character, like about a boxer who goes to war. I like how Gaz tells a fictional story here. This is a very classic style of folk writing. Number 9, the last track of the album, titled Dance On. It sounds a little bit like a John Lennon Beatles track to me. Very Beatles-esque chord changes. Like I said, Gaz is very Brit rock. These tracks all grow and are very appreciated where they go. I think Gaz is a musician's musician, a brilliant composer, a seasoned rock star, sonically appealing always. I'm really glad I listened to this album and would give it a vinyl please with no hesitation. What they do, they put in the water over there. What in England? There's just so much talent that's always emerging from such a little country. Always, England. What are you doing? I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. So happy to be here in 2023 reviewing music for you. As always, I'm Keith Greveness, and this is the Beat Sessions. Happy New Year. See you guys around. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't.